Well, welcome. I'm Kelly Augustine with the Nacogdoches County Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to We Are Nacogdoches. It's the show where we get to explore the businesses and organizations and visit with the people that make our town special. Today on the show, I have a very special guest, Crystal Hicks. She is the assistant librarian at our Nacogdoches Public Library. Crystal, I've known you in different ways in Nacogdoches throughout the years, but I love our library and what you and your team are doing over there. I'm happy to just hear what are you working on now? What's going on at the library?
Well, right now we are in the midst of our Big Read. So that is our annual program where we give away free books all over the community, and then we have thematically related events for all ages. And so we do that every year, and that's one of our biggest program pushes.
Yes, I'm a big read fan myself. I have several books from the program. And I also enjoy just going to the library to check out books. Maybe I'm old school because, as I understand, the library can offer a lot more.
Well, books are still our main passion, are what we really are in the community for. But we've also found over the years that there are a lot of other things that the community needs that we're in a position to offer. And so we have a library of things where you can check out all different kinds of items that you might not want to purchase on your own because you might just be using it once or infrequently. So things like sewing machines, like a dehydrator, bread maker, all kinds of equipment, and like gardening equipment. So we really try to keep our fingers on the pulse of the community and find out what are things that people need or want, and what can we offer. So in addition to the library of things, we have a seed library where people can just take seeds and plant them, and then we've been doing it for several years now, and so people have gotten accustomed to, once they grow their plants, they save those seeds and bring them back to us, and so it's sustainable.
That is wonderful. So, a lot of things that you could offer in addition to the books and videos.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some interactive things with the community where you have events at the library.
Absolutely. We want to bring people in. So you do that by having fun, offering something that is educational, but also that is, entertaining. So we have an annual how-to festival where people from the community come and demonstrate the things that they know how to do. And so it's interactive, it's educational, but it's also fun, and you get to know the other people in the community.
Oh, yes. And I see you out in the community too. Do you want to mention just some places or events that the public might find you?
Absolutely. We go to the schools. So we go and read to kids in elementary schools. We go to the other schools to let them know what we're doing over the summer. We go to festivals. So we'll be at the farmers market, spring fling, and things like that. So whenever there is an opportunity for us to get ourselves in front of the community, we'll take it as if we can, so that people know the library is there, and more importantly, they know what we offer. But the other reason that we like to do things out in the community is that we know that there's a whole audience that doesn't come to the library for whatever reason, if it's transportation, things like that. So we want to get in those parts of the community too, because we obviously have lots of things that we could offer them outside of the library building.
That makes me think of who could use the library when you say that. I mean, do you have to live in Nacogdoches or in a certain area?
That's a great question. The library is open for anyone, so we have people coming in all the time from other cities, from other areas of the county that don't have libraries, from all over the state. For a library card, you do have to live in Nacogdoches County, but there are other options. If you live outside the city, we want our facility to be used by anybody that wants it.
But any Nacogdoches County resident can have a library card.
Yes, absolutely.
You guys have other sections in the library. Of course, we know our fiction and our nonfiction. I think you still use Dewey Decimal System.
We do. We do.
But what are some of the other areas, of special interest that people can just browse if they're interested in a certain topic or area of interest?
Well, we've got a large Western collection. We have an inspirational collection, science fiction, mysteries. We've got audios on CD. So a lot of people are still using those. So we'll keep them until nobody wants those anymore. And right now, our biggest, most popular thing that we have going on are our digital offerings. So we've got Libby, so that you can check out ebooks and e-audio books for free on an app. And we just introduced Canopy, which is streaming video, and it's free. So all kinds of movies and shows that are on that, and we just started that last month. So we're really hoping people take advantage of that.
I don't think we actually said where you are. You're very centrally located in town. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the location as well as your hours of operation?
Well, we're located on North Street, right across from Kroger, next to Java Jacks. And so we're big patrons of Java Jacks. And we're open Monday through Saturday. And we're open 9 to 8 Monday through Thursday, and 9 to 6:30 on Friday, and 10 to 4 on Saturday.
And I have to throw in the chamber connection with the library as well. Our Leadership Nacogdoches program, one of the projects for alumni of Leadership Nacogdoches is to donate leadership-inspiring books or materials. And I believe you have a section at the library for that too.
We do. We also have a city planning section. We're very flexible about what we can present or offer, depending on what the community wants.
Crystal, I've always loved being in a library. Whatever town or city I've lived in, I've always checked out the library. Ha ha. What is it like to be a librarian?
It is something different every day. It's very exciting. It is not shushing, although that happens every once in a while. It's not sort of the old-fashioned notion of people sitting around in dusty stacks reading all day. I read less as a librarian than I did before I was a librarian, just because I'm busy doing other things. But it is very rewarding. It's very exciting. And like I said, we get to be creative and responsive to what the community is looking for. And so I find that very intellectually stimulating to research and to connect with people and find out what we can do to help them.
And the great team at the library. I know you all have your different areas of expertise.
Oh, we have great artists. We have staff that know the collection in and out. And so Summer is our resident advisor. So if you're looking for any kind of book, she will have a recommendation for you.
So families could certainly enjoy the library.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all ages. Tell me something funny. Have you had a funny experience as a librarian?
Oh, gosh.
Either interacting with the public or internally?
Every day. I think one of my favorites, and this was early on in my career, I went to a grocery store, and a little boy, maybe 3 years old, saw me and just looked at me in amazement and said, "What are you doing here?" And I guess it just, being outside the library, it just blew his mind. So, I love getting to go all over town, and I do get, people recognize you, and I recognize them from coming to the library, and it makes the town feel very small and in a good way.
Yeah, and kind of on that subject, why do you enjoy Nacogdoches? What's keeping you here?
I do. I love Nacogdoches. I'm not from here originally, and I came here not knowing much about it, but it is a beautiful town, and it is a very active town. So we do a lot at the library, but there's so much going on all the time. And so, if you're saying that there's nothing to do in Nacogdoches, then I can point you in the direction of lots of things.
Well, I would say that you are full of resources for again, special interest, probably discovering some new things. I know sometimes I've browsed the stacks and come across new things to try, new experiences. It's been a lot. It's been a very pleasurable experience. What else about the library would you like to share?
Well, I think that one of the things that we have going for us at the library is that it's a third space. It is a place where you can go and you don't have to spend any money, and you're welcome all day long, every day if you want, and we can be a flexible, friendly, open resource regardless what it is that you need, regardless where you come from, what your income level is, all of those things. We're egalitarian in that way, and we really want to uphold that and keep that as a place in the community where everybody's welcome.
Well, I'm going to encourage folks to check out your podcast, Love Your Shelf, that you do, because you do kind of touch on books and video and other things that you recommend and review. Mm-hmm. So if anyone wants to get more information about the things going on at the library, where would they go?
Well, our website is nactx.us/library. And also follow us on Facebook, because we keep everything up to date there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for everything you're doing for our city and our area.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us today on We Are Nacogdoches.
This program is brought to you by the Department of Mass Communication at Stephen F. Austin State University, in association with the Nacogdoches County Chamber of Commerce, and with special thanks to the City of Nacogdoches.